Um dos shows mais legais aqui do palco Sunset. Nós acabamos de sair do palco. Eu digo nós, porque eu também entrei no final junto com todo mundo. Thank you very much for being here on the studio. Thank you for this show. It was amazing dancing with you. It was really good. How does it feel to be back here in Rio?
Well, thanks for inviting us back. And this is the first time we are working together, and it's kind of amazing. And to be here is always great because the public is wild here, crazy. So it's always a joy to see them singing and dancing, even if they don't understand the language. I think we have fun, right, Richard?
Yeah. They spoke the language of the music, so it's always, especially in Brazil. So being here is we're not in a strange territory. It's a country of music, so. That's it.
This was your first time playing with Angelique, but this is a whole different experience, right?
This is the first time we're actually doing a performance on stage together. Yeah. It's wonderful playing with, I'm really honored being a guest at her show. I've been a fan for many years.
Yes.
Of what she did. And
since the 90s. Oh my God. We won't tell you exactly when because it's going to make us look so old.
We don't want to look old
Who's
here.
counting, right?
Who's counting, right?
Yeah.
If you start counting, then you're going to be in trouble with both of us.
And you both have played with many different artists along your careers. Can you describe the feeling of having this kind of exchange? Do you guys, I think you like a lot to partner.
Well, as Richard said, music is a language that we all speak. It doesn't matter what kind of music you do, it doesn't matter where you come from. Music is in our DNA because we all are Africans. We all come from Africa. And therefore, when I do a collaboration, what I'm looking for is to learn from the person I'm doing a collaboration and how the person can learn from me, how we can just make that language be flawless with no boundaries. And it's amazing the feeling because you always come out of collaboration learning something. And me personally, it's great for me. Playing those two songs, I wish we have more time. We have an hour and a half. We have done a lot more together. But doing only 3 songs together is a taste. It's kind of frustrating a little bit. But I think that there are going to be other occasions we're going to do more stuff.
Here you can see your show right behind you.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was really beautiful and fun and colorful.
And you both left your native countries to expand your musical careers in Europe and United States. How is it right now for aspiring musicians in Cameroon, Benin? Do you think it's easier for people who want to live off music right now?
It's like anywhere else, just like in Brazil too. I see a lot of Brazilian musicians in New York and Paris and stuff. And we musicians, we students, like she just said, we get to learn a lot and all the time. So we students of music for the rest of our lives,
Till we die.
It's never stopped because the day we stop learning is the day we actually gone for real.
Yeah, we are 6 feet under at that time.
So
until I'm up here, I'm singing.
That's right, and dancing.
And dancing.
And there's more. When I was watching you right now, I was thinking that this kind of concert, it's when we see that music is more than music itself. It's the energy around it, and it's we're talking about the language of music, right? So
it's the whole body too. I mean, when he's playing the bass, he's speaking with his bass. He's singing with his bass. He's not just a bass player. He's one of those bass players that can play anything you gave him, but also he can do minimalist stuff and you get it. He can do busy stuff and it's still musical because it is his finger, but at the same time it's linked with all his body. It's not that the finger is out there and his head is here. So for me, that's what a musician's supposed to do. Whatever instrument you play, singing or not singing, interact with the public, talk to the people.
And speak with your heart.
That's it.
And,
that's it. Period.
That's all.
Simple.
That's all what it's all about. With the heart. That's where music came. Music comes from a language. The language you speak, and people play like they speak. And that's what it's all about.
And the way Brazilians people sing, nowhere else somebody can sing like that because you have been lucky to have the African culture engraved in your music, the classical part of music engraved in your music, and the way you phrase is different because it's based on your language. That's why when you were a singer, the language that you grow up with is always there. It doesn't matter where you go. We in America for since how many years we speak English, but the language where we come from, we still have it. Even when we speak any language, you hear our accent. The musicality of that language is something that is our heritage, and I don't want to get away from it because if you get away from it, where is your truth? How can you tell any truth in any other language if your language doesn't tell you the truth?
And you can't lie with the music.
No.
You're right.
You could try.
You can try, but the public goes,
We saw you.
we saw you.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
It was
Thank you for having
incredible.
us. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing us here.
Ok.
We love
Rock in
Rock in Rio.
Rio, ao vivo, só no Multishow.
Sim, ao vivo.